All right, thank you guys for joining for our 60-minute yoga class today. We're going to do 3 rounds of sun salutations, and then we will do 26 and 2 yoga. And I'm just going to adjust this camera angle just a little bit. Hello, friends. Hopefully that's less off kilter. Cool. So we're going to start with 3 rounds of sun salutations. You're going to come towards the top of your mat with your feet close together. Take a moment just to lift your chest, drop your shoulders, take an inhale, and an exhale. Just starting to arrive in your yoga practice. Okay, bring your hands together at heart center and begin. As you inhale, lift your arms up overhead. Look up as if you were saluting or greeting the sun. Exhale, bend your knees and fold forward, hands to floor, relax your head. Inhale, lengthen into a halfway lift. You can have your hands on your thighs, your shins, or the floor in front of you. Exhale, hands to floor, step back into a high plank or tabletop. From here, hug your elbows in, chin forward, stomach in, lower down halfway. Inhale, come up into a back bend. You can do baby cobra with elbows bent and thighs on the floor, or up dog with arms straight and thighs off the floor. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog, bend one knee, straighten the other, and then try to press heels down, lift your hips up, spread your shoulders wide, drop your head. And if down dog doesn't work for you, no problem, come down onto your knees and take a child's pose instead. So every plank can be a tabletop, every up dog can be a baby cobra, and every down dog can be a child's pose. Lots of different options. On your next inhale, hands on the floor, look forward, step forward, lengthen into your halfway lift. Exhale, bend your knees and fold, relax your head. Inhale, arms with your ears, hands together, come on up, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands down. 2 more. Inhale, lift your arms up, look up. Exhale, stomach in, fold. Inhale, halfway lift, hips over heels, back flat. Exhale, step back into your high plank or tabletop. You have an option to go from here directly into your down dog or child's pose, or take a vinyasa, lowering down and then lifting up into your back bend. Exhale, tuck your toes under, lift your hips up for down dog, or take a child's pose. So for down dog, spread your fingers wide, root down through all 28 knuckles, especially the space between your index finger and thumb. Lift your kneecaps, press your heels down, take an inhale, and an exhale. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms with your ears lift up, hinging at your hips, looking up. Exhale, hands down. Last one, inhale, lift your arms, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, hands to floor, step back, high plank, keep exhaling, lower down. Inhale, come up into your up dog. Exhale, hips up, down dog. For the last down dog, try to get your heels on the floor, maybe taking a slightly wider stance. Relax your shoulders, drop your head, look for your shins behind you. On your next inhale, look forward, step forward, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, root to rise, looking up overhead. Exhale, hands down. Wonderful. So that's our little warm up. Hopefully you are feeling more warmed up. Now we will hop into 26 and 2 yoga. Come to the middle of your mat space, feet together, toes, heels touching nicely. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, and glue your knuckles underneath your chin. Rock your weight into your heels. Relax your shoulders down away from your ears. You made it to class. Concentrate. Meditate and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up. Breathe in through your nose. Lift your elbows up. Suck your stomach in. Fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up. Exhale through your mouth. HA, sound, head back. Arms forward, elbows touch. Good. Inhale, chin down. Slowly bring your chin down. Look straight ahead. Lift your elbows all the way up. Breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up. Slowly push your head back. Look way, way, way back for the wall behind you. Arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down, keep the weight in your heels. Lift your kneecaps, squeeze your butt, lock your legs. Exhale, head up, weight stays in your heels. Just your head drops back, no backward bending. Keep shoulders over hips, hips over heels. Inhale, head down as you inhale, suck your stomach in, depression to abdominal wall, contraction to abdominal muscles. Exhale, head up, even as you exhale, stomach in, eyes open, shoulders down, elbows up, triceps parallel to the floor. Inhale, head down. Every new inhale, you want to take in more air than the last breath to expand your lung capacity. Exhale, head up. The more you exhale here, the more fresh oxygen you can take in on your next breath. Push the air out. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath. In the first set, make it the deepest breath of your day. Elbows up, spine straight, stomach in, breathe deep, full lungs. Exhale, head up, take your time. Eyes open, hips forward, legs locked, stomach in, keep exhaling, push, squeeze, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. Roll out your shoulders and head. Second set, feet together. Interlock your 10 fingers, cross your thumbs, glue your knuckles under your chin. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your butt, grow taller out of the base of your spine, and begin. Inhale, chin down and arms up, breathing in through the nose. Lift your elbows up, suck your stomach in, fill up your lungs. Exhale, head up, exhale through your mouth, slowly head back, slowly arms forward, elbows touch. Inhale, head down for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, full lungs. Exhale, head up, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, lungs empty, 1. Inhale, head down. Use the full 6 seconds to inhale. Slowly bring your chin down as you lift your elbows up. Exhale, head up. Use the full 6 seconds to exhale. Take your time. Elbows touch when your lungs are empty. Inhale, head down. So make this the deepest breath so far. Breathing into the top of the lungs, middle of the lungs, bottom of the lungs, full lungs. Exhale, head up. In our day-to-day life, we don't really use the full lung capacity, but the lungs need to be worked out like any other part of the body. Inhale, head down. This is the last breath. Second set, make it the deepest breath of your life. When your lungs are totally full, surprise yourself. Take in one more sip of air. Exhale, head up. Take your time. Let everything go through the exhale breath. Any worries, any cares, let them go. Be here now, elbows touch. Good, change, arms down. We continue half moon with hands to feet pose, Ardha Chandrasana with Padastasana. Feet together, inhale your arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers and cross your thumbs, nice tight grip. Stretch up out of your waist and bend right and left, right and left. Every time you pass through the middle, stretch up and over a little taller. And when you can't stretch anymore, come to stop in the middle. Bring the weight into your heels. Push your hips a little forward, squeeze your palms together, upper body back, touch your arms to your ears. Inhale, breathing, stretch up out of your waist, try to touch the ceiling. Exhale, breathing, absolutely straight line, slowly bend your body to the right. Without bending your elbows and knees, continuously push your hips to the left beyond your flexibility. You're trying to create a tremendous stretching feeling in the left side of your body, all over, inside out, bones to skin, fingers to toes. Bring the weight back into your heels. Push your hips a little more forward, upper body back, keep your arms with your ears. Push your left hip forward, 2 hips in line, right shoulder forward, open your chest like a flower, petal blooming, come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up tall, and slowly bend to the left as you push your hips to the right. Come down in a straight line without bending your elbows or knees. So if the knees or elbows start to bend or your chin drops towards your chest, come up a little bit, lift your chin, lift your chest, contract your thighs, and squeeze your palms together. Use your grip strength to your advantage. Push the pads of your fingers into the backs of your hands. Nice tight grip. As you inhale, lengthen your arms. As you exhale, come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up. First back bend of the day. This is the only posture I cannot show and tell at the same time. Take a deep breath. Full lungs, keep your eyes open and relax your head back as far as it goes. Maybe give your head a gentle shake, look for the floor behind you, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and then bring your arms back with your ears. Try to touch the wall behind you. So whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching, keep the weight in your heels, push stomach, thighs, hips forward, and then bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back. Good, change, inhale to come up, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, fold, bend your knees, hands to floor, relax your head, go for a walk, move your hips, shake your head, stomach in. This is a U-turn from back bending to forward folding at the beginning of class. Your spine might not be quite warmed up yet. Move your hips to get your lower back nice, relaxed, comfortable, easy, flexible. Padastasana, hands to feet pose, bend your knees halfway, stomach to thighs. You can grab the backs of your calves, your Achilles, or eventually grab your heels from underneath, step on all 10 fingers. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, and lift your hips up. Keep stomach on thighs, chest on knees, elbows bent. Try to touch your face to your shins. Below your knees, no room for light and air between the upper and lower body.
pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, push your knees back, stretch your spine. Good, change, come up, arms with your ears, knees can bend. You wanna hinge at your hips as you lift. Good, arms down, and you stand a little taller, right? That's the whole goal, just standing taller. Second set, feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. Hips forward, arms back, stretch up tall, and slowly drop to the right as you press your hips to the left. So think of the first set as diagnostic, and the second set is more medicinal. In the first set, you're just kind of figuring out how the posture feels in your body. If the first set was easy, maybe go a little bit deeper in the second set. If the first set you could barely breathe, stay light and lifted. When you're ready, lengthen your arms and then come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up, hips forward, arms back, stretch up, and slowly bend to the left as you push your hips to the right. So throughout this class, there are invitations to go deeper into postures, but they are simply that, invitations. If you hear a teacher say, come down, push, it does not have to apply to you. You can stay light and lifted, or if it suits your needs today, then get a little deeper, come down, push and push and push. Change, inhale to come up. Second heart opener, take a deep breath, full lungs. Keep your eyes open, drop your head back, squeeze your butt, lift your chest, and bring your arms back with your ears. So whole spine back bending, whole front of the body stretching. If your knees are bending, come up a little bit, lock your legs, push your hips forward, and then bring your arms back, look back, fall back, way back, go back, more back, good, change. Inhale to come up, stretch up, lengthen. Exhale, stomach in, bend your knees, fold. Try to go down with a flat back, hands to floor, drop your head, and then go for another walk. Move your hips, shake your head. Notice what's a little bit more loose in the second set, what's still a little tight. There's no right or wrong. Second set, Padastasana, bend your knees halfway. You can grab the backs of your calves or your heels from behind. Pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes and lift your hips up. You wanna find your edge where you could almost tip forward, but not quite. Pulling on the heels or backs of the legs for counterbalance. Push your big toes up, lift your hips up, push your knees back, try to lock your legs. Good, change, come up, arms with the ears, try to come up with a flat back. Good, arms down, and you stand a little taller. Awkward Utkatasana, step your right foot to the right, about 6 inches, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel like 11s, arms up, parallel to the floor, tricep muscles tight, stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down into a chair. Feet flat position, spine straight to begin with, 100% of your body weight in your heels. Sit down halfway only, hips into a chair, suck your stomach in, now lean your upper body back, lift your chin up, chest up, lean back, fall back, way back, try to fall down backwards at the end. Change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there, push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide. Now come up maximum on your tiptoes like a ballerina. Stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. So even as you're sitting down, you're really stretching up, right? Lift your heels a little higher, knees a little higher, sit down into a chair, but don't sit below a chair. Change, inhale to come up. Last part, squeeze your knees together. Keep the insides of your feet parallel and your shoulders out of your ears. Let your heels come a little off the floor and slowly sit down. You can stop at any point or keep sitting down until there's a 1/2 inch gap between your hips and heels. Squeeze your knees together and forward, lift your chest, soften your forehead, and change. Slowly come up, knees together, good. Heels down, right foot back, arms down. Second set, step your right foot to the right, same footprint, hip width distance, insides of your feet parallel, arms up, parallel to the floor, triceps tight, stomach in, bend your knees, sit back and down. So the first part's like a gym squat, right? You wanna stick your butt out, and to sit down more, really fold forward so you can touch your stomach to your thighs. From here, drop your shoulders, lift your chin and start to lift up. Lift your chin up, chest up, change, inhale to come up, keep your arms there, push your hips a little forward, spread your toes wide, and now come up all the way on your tiptoes, playing with balance. Stretch up, bend your knees, sit down. Notice if your knees wanna come in or out. Lift your heels a little higher, stomach in, knees a little higher, sit down, and change. Inhale to come up, last part, heels down, squeeze knees together, let your heels come just a scotch off the floor, and sit down like you're sliding your back down a wet marble wall. Back flat, going slow. Stop when there's still a gap between your heels and your butt, squeeze your knees together, lift your chest, and change. Slowly come up, knees together, good, heels down, right foot back, arms down. Eagle pose, Garasana. We're gonna do the right side first. Identify your rights from your lefts. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, swing your right arm under your left arm. Right elbow under left elbow. Cross first at the elbows. Again, if you can at the wrist. So eventually, hands together, thumbs towards your face. You can also grab your shoulders. Pull your elbows down. Bend your knees, sit down into a chair, just like chair pose, right? Stick your butt out, stay down there, and bring your right leg over your left leg as high as possible. Right leg over left leg. Cross your legs each other. Twist like ropes. Try to wrap your right foot behind your left calf muscle. If your foot is coming out, sit down more. If you're losing your balance, lean your upper body back. Knees to the right, upper body to the left, twist like ropes, sit a little lower, arch your upper body back at the end. Good. Change. Feet together, arms over your head. Let's do the left side. Swing your left arm, zoom, under your right arm, left elbow under right elbow. You can grab shoulders, interlock fingers, or have hands in prayer. Pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down first. Stay down there and bring your left leg over your right leg. Left over right, cross your legs. Try to point your left toes towards your right calf and eventually wrap the foot. On this side, bring your knees to the left and upper body to the right. You want wrists over elbows, elbows over knees, and knees over ankles. Sit back and down. Lean your upper body back. Good. Change. Feet together, arms over your head, second set. Right arm, zoom, under left arm. Cross first with the elbows, again at the wrist. That's a technical term, zoom. Pull your elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring your right leg over your left leg. You know, at yoga teacher training, there's a whole day just devoted to zoom. Just kidding, there's not. Bring your knees to the right, upper body to the left. In other words, push your left hip forward, 2 hips in line, right shoulder forward, 2 shoulders in line. Sit down more, stomach in more, lean your upper body back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Last one, left arm, zoom, under right arm, pull elbows down, bend your knees, sit down, lean back, and bring left leg over right leg. If your left foot is wrapped behind your right calf, try to eliminate the gap between your ankle and calf muscle. So you're actively pushing the top of your foot into the back of your leg. Knees a little to the left, upper body to the right, sit down and lean back. Good, change, feet together, arms over your head. Float your arms down, party time. You can grab a sip of water if you want. Cheers. Cheers. Lovely to be here with all of you. Okay. Let us continue. For the next 3 postures, we balance on one leg. If you fall out, just hop back in. Standing Jani Dande Mana Jani Shrasana. Shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, and lift your right thigh up. Point your toes. Flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back to your face, stomach in. Start to round down and eventually pick up your right foot. All 10 fingers interlocked up to the webbing, nice tight grip. From start to finish, standing legs should be solid, concrete, one piece, lamp post, unbroken, you have no knee. If you know your left leg is locked, no bend, no wobble. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently, lift your right leg up. Stretch it forward until your right leg is exactly parallel to the floor. No higher, no lower, standing leg locked. If both legs lock, then bend your elbows down. Touch elbows to calf muscles, bring your chest down more. One day elbows go below the calf muscles. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, slowly, reverse, out. Shift your weight to your right leg, evenly distribute your body weight on your right foot and lift your left thigh up. Point your toes, flex your toes, keep your toes flexed back, stomach in. Option to stay here, or as you're ready, start to round down and pick up your left foot. So this is the first of our compression postures. We're rounding our spine to compress our abdominal wall. If your standing leg is locked, so there's no like super bent knee, right? If your standing leg is locked, then lift your left leg up. Stretch it forward. One day the kicking leg will lock too. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. If both legs lock, then bend elbows down. Touch elbows to calves. One day elbows go below the calves. If your standing leg is bending a whole bunch, rather than trying to push your knee back, try to lift your hips up so that the joints stay in place. Change. Take your time as you reverse out. You can put your hands on your back and do a little back bend, or a knee bend, Second set, shift your weight to your left leg, lock your left leg, lift your right thigh up, flex your toes back, suck your stomach in, round down, and pick up your right foot. Concentrate, meditate. Don't forget to breathe. Inhale, lift your right leg up. If both legs lock, exhale, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles and you can balance, then tuck your chin to your chest and put your forehead on your knee. Hold where you are for 3, 2, 1. Take your time as you come out, just the way you went in. Good, last one, shift your weight to your right leg, lock your right leg, and lift your left thigh up, flex your toes back, suck your stomach in, round down. If your big toe keeps coming off the floor, press your hips forward more and make sure you're engaging inner thigh as well as outer thigh. From here, lift your left leg up. If both legs lock, bend elbows down. If elbows go below calf muscles and you can balance, tuck your chin to your chest and put your forehead on your knee. Lock your knee, lock your knee, lock your knee. Change, take your time as you come out. Okay, that was a forward curl, a compression posture. Next, we do a back bend where we stretch the whole front of the body. Standing bow pulling pose, Dandayamana, Dhanurasana, feet together. Bring your right hand up, elbow touches the body. Bring your hand out to the right, palm faces the ceiling. Give yourself a high five for practicing yoga today. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your right foot at the ankle bone, knees together. Bring your left arm up and back with your ear. One of my highlights of 2020 will be how many high fives I gave myself. Lock your left leg, point your right toes, take a breath, stretch up, and slowly charge your body forward. Simultaneously kick your right leg back and up. Slowly bring the body down and the leg up. See the foot come over the top of your head. So from the side, 2 heels in line. Kick back and up, in other words, 2 shoulders in line. Touch your chin to your shoulder, shoulder blade scapula coming out of the body. Bring the body down to parallel. Body down more, chin up more, leg up more. Kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Other side, left hand up, out to the left. Reach back without turning or twisting your wrist. Pick up the inside of your left foot at the ankle. Right arm up, knees together, hips in line. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, take a breath, stretch up. And go for it. Charge your body forward. Simultaneously, kick your left leg back and up. So eventually from the side, 2 heels in line, left foot on top of right foot, and 2 shoulders in line. Right shoulder forward, left shoulder back. Kicking, stretching, equal, simultaneous, 50-50. The harder you kick, you can balance forever. Body down more, leg up more, kick, kick, kick. Good, change. Whew. Kick yourself up, feet together, arms down. Second set, bring your right hand up, out to the right, reach back, pick up the inside of your right foot, left arm up, press your right hip forward and down. Squeeze your left thigh, point your right toes, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. Kick into your hand, stretch forward, charge forward, breathe, in and out through your nose. Keep your chin and chest lifted and your abdomen soft. Body down, leg up, stretch forward, keep kicking, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Okay, last one, left hand up, out to the left, reach back, pick up the inside of your left foot, knees together, right arm up. Lock your right leg, point your left toes, stretch up, and slowly kick, stretch, and breathe. If you fall out every time, do a little less, go a little slower. If you stay in every time, come down more. Try to do standing splits. Why not today? Right shoulder forward, left shoulder back, body down, leg up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, kick yourself up. Come towards the back of your mat space for Tula Dandasana balancing stick. Feet together, inhale, arms overhead, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, cross your thumbs, and lean back. Step your right foot forward, a big step. Shift your weight to your right foot. Lift your left foot off the floor, stretch up first, and now come down. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. From the side, body makes a T like Tom, not a broken umbrella. Stretch, stretch, stretch. Change, left foot down, right foot back, lean back, step your left foot forward, shift your weight to your left foot, lift right foot off the floor, stretch up, and now go for it. Charge your body forward, shoulder blade scapula coming out of the body, bring the chest down to parallel, chin forward, arms with your ears, lift your right heel up, stretch, change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down, take a breath, Can I tell you guys a secret? My foot touched the wall and I was like, oh, this is so nice just to have my foot resting against the wall. It's totally cheating, but really fun. Okay, second set, I won't do that. Feet together, arms over your head, palms together, interlock fingers, release index fingers, cross thumbs. If you're not cheating, you're not trying. Just kidding. Step your right foot forward, big step. Lock both legs, point your left toes and tilt. Chest down, chin forward, heel up. Biceps with ears, suck your stomach in, body down, leg up, stretch. Change, left foot down, right foot back, lean back, step your left foot forward, lock both legs, point your right toes, and tilt. So think like a human tug of war. You're charging forward and stretching back. Chest down, chin forward, heel up, stretch. Change, right foot down, left foot back, arms down. Come towards the top of your mat, turn to the right to face the long side of your mat for standing separate leg stretching. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, step your right foot to the right. Big step, arms down parallel to the floor. Point your toes forward, lock your legs. You can turn your toes in a little bit, lift your chest, and swan dive forward. Good. For this posture and the next two, know that if you're having trouble, it might be as simple as taking a wider step. You can take a wider or smaller step here, grab your heels from behind. If you can't grab your heels, you can grab the outsides of your feet, or even start with your hands on the floor in front of you. Everybody roll forward, lift your hips up, squeeze your thighs tight, lock your legs, pull and stretch. Try to touch your forehead to the floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time. We're gonna flow to triangle pose, Trikonasana. Turn your right foot out and take a wider step. This version of triangle pose in 26 and 2 yoga is a little bit different from other styles of yoga. You're gonna lunge like a warrior two. So when you're ready, bend your right leg and sit as low as you can. So one day, right thigh bicep parallel to the floor. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms. Right elbow in front of the knee, stretch down, hover your right fingers just above your big and second toe, not quite touching the floor. Now look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to your shoulder and breathe. Push your left hip forward and down. Push your right knee back with the help of your elbow and lift your right side body off your right thigh. Turn, twist upper body back, lock your left leg, keep your left foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, turn your right toes in. Left toes out. Make sure your heels are in line, not crisscross. Inhale, bend your left leg and sit down as low as you can. Left leg should make an upside down L. You might want to take a bigger or smaller step to sit down. Keep your spine straight in the middle and move your arms. So notice if one hip is way higher than the other hip, right? Sink the right thigh down. Push your right hip forward and down. And then notice if your left knee is going to the right of your ankle. Push your knee back with the help of your elbow, knee directly in front of your ankle. Look up, stretch up, turn, twist upper body back, lock your right leg, right foot flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, turn your left toes in. Maybe take a slightly smaller step, standing, separate leg head to knee. Arms up, palms together, only cross your thumbs. Pivot on your heels to one side of your mat, turn your back toes in, and then push your hips forward 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down, round your spine. Chin tuck to chest, stomach in, bend your right leg if you need to, I do, touch your knee and head together. So if you're having trouble touching your knee and head together, again, try taking a bigger or smaller step. You can bend your front leg or turn your back toes in more. And if you still can't touch your knee and head together, that's okay. That's just tightness in your body. Keep coming back, slowly by slowly. Spine rounds more and touch your head and knee. Push forehead into knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly come up, uncurling, like you're unrolling your yoga mat. Head up last. Good, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room. Uncross your heels. Turn your back toes in, and then you can move your hips forward, forward, forward. 2 hips in line, 2 heels in line, backside foot makes a 45-degree angle. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Round your spine, chin to chest, touch knee and head together. So in the 60-minute version of this class, sometimes we go pretty quickly through the setups to postures, right? But standing head to knee and standing separate leg head to knee are two postures that I like to take the setup slowly and intentionally. Anytime we round our spine from a standing position, that's quite a bit of like pressure on the back, right? So you want to go slowly in and out of this posture. It is one to be wary of if you have a history of slip discs. Rounding your spine this much can be a little bit intense, right? So if your knee and head aren't touching yet, that's okay, don't force it. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together first, and then slowly uncurl. Right hip forward, right shoulder forward, full stop at the top so you don't twist your spine in transition. Good. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Wonderful. Second set stretching, arms overhead. Step your right foot to the right, big step, toes in, heels out, chest up, swan dive forward. So in this one, we're going down with a flat back, right? It's safer for the spine. Stick your butt up all the way down. So rather than rounding your back and bending your knees, try to arch your spine and lock your legs. So roll forward. Again, rather than thinking about pushing your knees back, think about lifting your hips up and forward. Find your edge, pull on your heels, roll your weight into your toes, lift your hips up, lock your legs, touch forehead to floor in between your feet. Good, change, slowly come up, take your time. Second set triangle, turn your right foot out, take a wider step, bigger step. Okay, bend your right leg and sit down. Notice if your knee is going to the left of your ankle, you want your knee directly over your ankle. Sit down, lean back, and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee, left arm up to ceiling, 6 and 12 o'clock. For my flexi folks, right, you could bring your left arm back more. Make sure the shoulders are stacking on top of each other. Reach the left arm up and stretch the right arm down. So you're not like overdoing it with the shoulder, right? Drop your left thigh down, push your right knee back, and now lift up through the right oblique. Turn, twist upper body back, lock your left leg, left foot, flat on the floor. Change. Rotate your arms, straighten your right leg, right toes in, other side, left toes out, 2 heels in line. Inhale, bend your left leg, and sit down. Lean back and move your arms, elbow in front of the knee. Hover your fingers just above your big and second toe, never actually touching the floor. Look up and stretch up. So right thigh down, right shoulder up. Get the left side body off of the left thigh and then sit down more, turn. Twist upper body back, like spine twisting posture. Lock your right leg, keep your whole right foot, even the pinky toe, flat on the floor. Change, rotate your arms, straighten your left leg, left toes in, arms up, palms together, thumbs crossed, maybe a little bit of a smaller step. Second set, Janushirasana, head to knee. Pivot on your heels, turn your back toes in, push your hips forward, forward, forward. Stretch out first, tuck your chin to your chest, and slowly go down. You know, there's some things in life where we show our competency by going fast, right? Like a Rubik's Cube. But in yoga, actually, often the slower you go into postures, the more you show like all the strength, balance, and control that you have. Bend your front leg if you need to. Touch knee and head together. Front side compression, throat choked, eyes open, breathing normal. Push your forehead into your knee. Lock both legs, hands together. Change, slowly uncurl. Vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, biceps with ears, head up, last. Good, pivot on your heels to the other side of the room, uncross your heels, make sure you still have 3 to 4 feet between your feet, a generous step, be generous with yourself. Push your right hip forward, peel your left rib cage back, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Can you look at your belly button all the way down? You cannot see your right foot, all the way down. Chin tucked to chest, stomach in, bend your knee if you need to, touch knee and head together. This is a compression posture, right? We're rounding our whole upper body over half of our lower body, all of our vertebrae over 1 femur bone. True extension to the spine, true compression to the abdominal wall. Push your forehead into your knee, lock both legs, hands together. Change, go slow with control. Slower you do, better you do. Head up, last. Good. Pivot on your heels, right foot back, arms down. Come to the middle of your mat and towel. We'll flow tree pose to toe stand. Lock your left leg and lift your right leg up. Hold on to your right foot from underneath the foot with your left hand or maybe even both hands. Slowly, gently, let your right knee drop into a half lotus shape, but never force your knees. Right hand up to the center of your chest, and if you can balance, left hand up. Option to stay here or flow to toe stand. Pick a spot on the floor, 4 feet in front of you. Don't move your eyes, it helps with balance, and begin to fold forward. Eventually hands to floor, and then you're gonna walk your hands forward and really lean forward. Shoulders over wrists, you want your body weight in your arms. Lift your heel, bend your knee and sit down. As you sit down, keep the weight in your arms. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. Bring your left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, maybe come a ½ inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor. You can come up on 2 feet or lift your hips up to straighten your standing leg and then push your hips forward to reverse out just the way you went in. Good for you. Change right leg down. I'll show you this side from the side. Lock your right leg and lift your left leg up. Slowly let your left knee fall. And this side might feel a little or a lot different. On the other side, I can get my foot to stay in place. In this one, my foot just falls, right? So I'm gonna hold on to my foot the whole time. If you can, keep your foot lifted though, then maybe bring hands together in prayer. Toe stand, stomach in, fold forward, hinge at your hips. If your foot has a tendency to slide, hold on to it until hands touch the floor, then lean forward, bend your knee, sit down. So all the weight's in your arms as you sit. Walk your hands back to either sides of your hips. It's a wobbly process, one of my favorite postures to fall out of. Bring your left hand up, right hand up, elbows down, spine straight, come a ½ inch off your heel. Good. When you're ready, hands to floor, lift your hips up. You can come up on 2 feet or reverse out. Good for you. Change, left leg down, honor yourself, give yourself high five, fist bump, turn around, Savasana. I'm gonna adjust our camera angle ever so slightly. Head to the front of your mat, feet to the back of your mat. Good. Okay. Savasana, corpse pose. Bring your heels together. Let your toes fall open. Arms down, palms face the ceiling, eyes open, mouth closed, breathing normal. Slow inhale and slow exhale. Breathing in and breathing out. Good. Okay, Pavani Muktasana when you're moving pose. Bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, grab your right shin just below the knee. Nice tight white knuckle grip. Pull your knee out to the right, down towards your shoulder, completely avoid your rib cage. Keep your head on the floor. Look down the center line of your body and pull down extra hard. Maximum pressure in your lower right abdomen, massaging your ascending colon. Change. Right leg down, bend your left leg up. Interlock your 10 fingers just below your knee. Nice tight grip. Pull your knee out and down to massage descending colon. Keep your right leg on the floor. If your right calf muscle does not naturally touch the floor, flex your right toes back to your face. Change. Left leg down, both legs lift up, grab your elbows, each other. Give yourself a big hug for coming to class. Good for you. Squeeze your knees together and down. Keep your head on the floor. Look down the center line of your body. Pull down extra hard. Eventually, or in the future, when the bone joint skeletal system has improved, the whole spine from coccyx to the neck will be flat on the floor. Change. Arms down and eyes open. Second set, bend your right leg up, interlock your 10 fingers, maybe switch the grip, other thumb, pinky finger on top, go wild, pull your knee out and down. Eventually the knee will tuck under the armpit, doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. For today, just pull down, opening the shoulders and hips. Change, right leg down, left leg up, pull your knee out and down. It is easy to overdo this. Notice if you're rolling way to the left, right, try to keep right shoulder, right hip, right leg flat on the floor. Change, left leg down, both legs up, grab your elbows each other, give yourself another big hug. So at first we're kind of roly-poly-olies in this one, right? But slowly over time, the hips sink down, the shoulders, the middle spine, even the neck spine. So slowly over time, the back starts to realign and the spine is a little bit longer down to the floor. Change, arms down and eyes open. And that's not something you can force, right? You just show up and hug yourself twice a day and slowly over time the back opens. And that's really true of all of the yoga. We're never forcing our body. It's not contortion or circus or gymnastics. We're not forcing the body. We're just showing up, doing our best, and little by little we see changes. That's more sustainable and much safer as well. Next, we do a straight leg sit up. If you have any concerns about your back, roll off to the side and meet us on your stomach. Otherwise, legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Exhale, ground your big toes. Exhale, elbows to floor, forehead to knees. Good, okay. Turn, lie on your stomach for the spine strengthening series, starting with Cobra Bhujangasana, good for your lower lumbar spine. Place your hands flat on the floor just below your shoulders so your elbows point up to the ceiling. Bring your feet together like a cobra's tail, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, look up, and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor, use 100% back strength. Come up halfway only, belly button down, chest up. Elbows stay bent. Hug your arms into your sides. Where are your shoulders in relationship to your ears? Roll your shoulders back and down, elbows to hip bones. Don't forget about your cobra's tail. Feet together, lock your legs, lift your chin up, chest up, look up, stretch up, breathe up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your right, left ear on your mat, arms down, palms face the ceiling, bring your toes together. Let your heels fall open, belly savasana. Second set, chin forward, hands flat on your floor, feet together, toes, heels touch. Lock your legs, look up, and lift. Stretch your upper body off the floor. So press your hands down firmly into the floor. A little bit of resistance there. Relax the shoulders, relax your brow, keep your feet together, thigh muscles tight, glutes engaged, lift your chest up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left, right ear on your mat, arms down, heels open. Sometimes when I say things like glutes engaged, I'm like, oh, my butt is getting married, right? I don't know if you guys have thought about that. Probably not, I'm a little bit weird, but sometimes when we talk about engaging muscles, I'm like, that's nice, right? Like it's an arranged marriage. Okay, next we will do Loka Shalabhasana. Bring your chin forward, arm straight position, rotate your arms, palms face the floor, bring your arms underneath you as best you can. One big pinky fingers touch, lock your right leg, point your right toes, lift your right leg up to a 45-degree angle, half of 90. See the foot come directly over the top of your head. Lock your right leg. Change, right leg down. Relax your right leg, lock your left leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. So stretch the big toe back, contract your left thigh, lift your heel higher. Change, left leg down. Third part, tuck your chin and mouth down. Bring your arms a little closer underneath you, spread your fingers wide. Feet together, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up. Come up, everybody come up. You can do it, struggle a little harder. Don't give up, mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, lift your thighs up. Good, change, slowly lower down. Bring your arms out, look to the right, and take a breath. Second set, chin forward, arms straight, rotate your palms down, and bring your arms underneath you. One day pinky fingers touch, but hands never overlap. Lock your right leg, point your right toes, and lift your right leg up. So if your arms are uncomfortable like this, that's normal. But if your arms or hands are in pain, right, bring your arms out to the side. It's most important, arms straight and palms face the floor. Change, right leg down, relax your right leg, point your left toes, and lift your left leg up. So there's parts of class that can be like uncomfortable, right? And that's okay, but you're never going to a point of pain, a point of harm, a point where you can't breathe through your nose. Change, left leg down, third part, tuck your chin in, mouth down, bring your arms a little closer, spread your fingers wide, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, point your toes, and lift both legs up, mouth down, shoulders down, triceps tight, squeeze your butt, lock your legs, lift your thighs up. Good, change, lower down, arms out, look to the left. And there's times, I think especially like everyone taking class right now has a consistent yoga practice, right? There's times where, I don't know about you, but I'll almost like second guess what I'm doing. Like, is this painful, right? Or am I just, is it painful or is it uncomfortable? What's that line? Well, the thing I would say is like, maybe in the moment you can bear it, right? You can suffer it. But if you're in pain after class, like it's one thing if you're sore after class, right? But if you're in pain after class, that's a sign that maybe something went wrong. Even if in the moment you can get through it, right? If you notice that after class you're like achy, not in a good, I just worked out way, that's when maybe it's time to reassess like, okay, even though I can do that posture to that depth, maybe I should ease off a little bit. Purna Shalabhasana, full locust. Bring your chin forward. I'm gonna move away from the ball a little bit, arms out to the side, like airplane wings, feet together, toes and heels touch. Lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift, arms, body, head, legs, everything lifts off the floor, so good. 747, taking off, just your hip bones on the floor, the rest of your body's in the air. Look up to the ceiling, where your eyes go, body knows to follow. Lift your thighs up, chin up, chest up, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, slowly lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the right, breathing in, and breathing out. Second set, chin forward, arms out to the side, feet together, toes and heels touch, lock your legs, point your toes, look up and lift. Everything lifting up, keep your fingers together, feet together. Full locust pose is so good for strengthening your back muscles, and it's a nice way to open through your chest and throat. Thighs a little higher, chest a little higher, look up, come up a little higher at the end. Good, change, lower down, tuck in your wings, look to the left. Let your body sort of fall to the floor, just letting everything stretch and realign. Dhanurasana floor bow, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet from the outside, 2 inches below the toes. And if you can't grab both feet, grab one foot, opposite arm out in front. Second set, switch it up. Point your toes, squeeze your butt, look up to the ceiling, and start to kick into your hands. Good, continuously keep kicking without stopping, without intermission. It's the kick that drives the posture. Roll forward once, freeze between your lower ribs and your hips. Hold still, do little sips of air in and out through your nose. Bring your knees in, feet out, insides of your wrists closer together, wrists straight. Point your big toes up to the ceiling, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, lower down, look to your right, and breathe. Second set, chin forward, bend your legs, grab your feet, point your toes, squeeze your tush, look up to the ceiling, and kick into your hands. Notice if your knees are way wide apart, try to keep your knees and feet about hip width distance. This is the last of our stomach postures, right? It's a deep back bend, great opening through the shoulders and chest. Look up, kick, kick, kick. Good, change, slowly lower down. Look to your left and let that one go. Bring your chin forward, hands to the floor, push up. Come to the top of your mat for fixed firm, Supta Vajrasana. Start in tabletop. Open your knees, open your feet, and as you're ready, start to sink your hips down and walk your hands back. You're welcome to keep your hands on the floor in front of you, beside you, or behind you the whole time until one day hips sit down between the heels. Doesn't have to be today or tomorrow. If you can sit between your heels with your knees on the floor and you're not in pain, then put your hands on your feet. Right elbow down, stopping anywhere you feel a point of pain. Left elbow down, drop your head back, head to floor, tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor, arms over your head, grab your elbows each other and hold. Wherever you are is perfect. You want a gentle stretch through your toes, ankles, knees, and hips, but never a point of pain. In fact, sometimes folks who can't go all the way into this actually get a better, more significant stretch than people who can go all the way into it, right? As long as you're getting a stretch, you're doing great. Change, put your hands on your feet, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. So the asanas, right, the postures, the yoga asanas, postures, they're tools. They're a means to strengthen and stretch, and ultimately they're a means to self-realization, right? But the depth of the posture doesn't really have to do with that tool. I know it looks cool, right? I enjoy that too. To go deeper into a posture, it feels good, right? Part of your self-realization journey, no doubt about it, but it's not really about the depth, right? It's just about you using that to stretch a little bit more, to let go a little bit more, to get to know yourself better. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good, come towards the top of your mat. If first set was hard, try opening your knees wider. If first set was easy, knees together. Walk your hands back, sink your hips down, and when you're ready, put your hands on your feet. Right elbow down, left elbow down. Drop your head back, head to floor. Tuck your chin in, neck, shoulders on the floor. Maybe getting a deeper back bend. Arms over your head. Grab your elbows and just send a nice slow breath into any part of your body that could use a little extra TLC. Good. Change. Put your hands on your feet. Push yourself up. Head up last. Turn around. Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Back of your mat and towel, half tortoise, Ardha Karmasana. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together, cross your thumbs, stretch up tall, and slowly go down. Forehead to floor, little fingers to floor, reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, stretch, stretch, stretch. Change. You can put your hands on the floor and push up or eventually come up arms with ears. Good. Arms down, turn around, Savasana. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Second set, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, arms over your head, palms together. Squeeze your feet together for control. Stretch up and go down. So you want your feet side by side, not crisscross, but try to squeeze inner feet together, and that might help you touch forehead to floor, and then little fingers to floor. Get elbows off the floor, tilt pinky fingers down. Reach your arms forward, sink your hips down, re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Good. Change. Come on up, arms with ears. Good. Arms down, turn around, Savasana. There's so many great quotes in this dialogue of yoga, right? Like open your chest like a flower petal blooming, or grab your elbows, each other, things like that. But one of my favorites is always re-energize, reorganize, revitalize. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the top of your mat for camel, Ustrasana, or Urdhva back bend. Stand on your knees, 6 inches between your knees and your feet. Place your hands on your lower spine, thumbs outside, fingers down to the floor. Squeeze your butt. Push your hips forward, keep your eyes open, and start to look up. Lift your nose, lift your chin. If it feels okay, let your head go back all the way. Option to stay here or go back with your hands on your back, freeze in the middle. When you're ready, right hand down, grab your right heel. Left hand down, grab your left heel. Thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Push your hips forward, lift your chest up, relax your head back, and look for your toes behind you. If you can't grab your heels yet, that's very normal. Keep your hands on your lower back. It is safer for your spine than letting your hands dangle. Change. Put your hands on your back if they're not there already, and then push yourself up, ideally without twisting your spine. Head comes up last, turn around, Savasana. So the ideal way to come out of a posture is to reverse out. If you go in step ABC, you want to come out CBA. So in this one, rather than twisting out of it, right, you want to just come out of it slowly with control. Of course, that doesn't always happen, but just something to be aware of. Notice if you're going into postures with a lot of intention and then kind of like flying out of them, right? Try to go slowly in both directions. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Top of your mat, second set. If you have tight knees, you can roll up your mat a little bit so there's extra padding under your knees. Open your knees 8 to 10 inches between your knees, 6 inches between your feet. Put your hands at your waistband spine, thumbs outside, fingers towards the floor. Push hips forward. You want to keep your hips over your knees so you're not leaning way back. Push your hips forward. Keep your eyes open and work at your own rate. Sometimes simply standing on your knees is enough of a front body opener, right? One day you look up, just setting that intention. One day head drops back. One day go back halfway. Eventually, or in your future, grab your heels. So the goal of this posture, the real goal of every posture, right, is you. It's self-realization, it's healing the body. But in this posture, we're looking to open the front of the body and bend the spine, and by extension, heal the spine, right? The result of that goal is that sometimes we grab our heels, but that's just a byproduct. Please do not confuse goals and results. The goal is always you feeling good when you leave the room. The result is that sometimes you go deeper into postures like grabbing your heels or touching your head to your knee. Change. Put your hands on your back, push yourself up, head up last, turn around, Savasana. And I think it's worthwhile to like strive in postures, you know what I mean? To try to get to that next point. I think that's worthwhile, but it's, again, even that isn't really about the posture. It's about you like not giving up on yourself, right? Or you know, really focusing on something or meditating on something, right? It's about that. It's not actually about the posture, even in those phases of our practice when we are trying to get deeper into one of them. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. I remember, you know, when I used to fall out of standing bow pose like every single time, Carol Ann once was just like, give yourself a chance. Just give yourself a chance, right? It wasn't about the balance, it was about that. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, make L's with your hands like little bunny ears, rabbit pose. Grab your heels from the outside, thumbs outside, fingers inside, full palm grip on your heels. Stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest, and go down. Round your spine, chin to chest, forehead to knees, automatically top of head to floor. Pull on your heels, don't lose the grip, lift your hips up. If there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, that head stays in place. If your feet are coming off the floor or your grip is sliding, ease up a little bit. There's very little weight in your neck and head. Change, hips down, slowly uncurl. Vertebra by vertebra, disc by disc, head up last. Turn around, Shavasana. Okay, legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Middle of your mat and towel, second set, knees, feet together, hips on your heels, grab your heels from the outside, stretch up, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. If you're not able to grab your heels from the top, that's perfectly normal. Once forehead to knees, top of head to floor, grab your heels now, don't lose that grip, and then lift your hips up. And if there's a gap between your knees and head, you can walk your knees up one by one, but head stays in place. Squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together, squeeze your heels together. Sometimes you need to hear things 3 times to internalize them. If nobody's told you yet today, you are loved, you are loved, you are so loved. Change, hips down, slowly uncurl, head up last, turn around, Savasana. A beloved yogi who I will not name, and former Marine, who many of you can now probably picture in your head, told me recently, when you say you were loved, you were loved, you were so loved, that was like the first time I ever heard that and really felt that in my life, right? And I went, wow, that's so beautiful. So sometimes, you know, if you hear a teacher say like a cheesy line or something that doesn't work for you, that's totally fine, but it might work for somebody else, right? So just keep that in mind if you ever have those eye roll moments. Legs together, arms over your head, tuck your chin to your chest, sit up. Good. Come to the middle of your mat and towel for one set of head to knee with stretching. Janu Sharasana with Paschimottanasana. Right leg out to the top right corner of your mat. Bend your left leg in. Heel to costume. Inhale your arms over your head. Stretch up. Exhale, turn to your right. Tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Bend your right leg as much as you need. Touch your knee and head together. Interlock your 10 fingers up to the webbing. Flex your toes back to your face and suck your stomach in. Bend your elbows down to open shoulder blade scapula. Notice if you're leaning to the right, press the left hip down, left knee down, left elbow down, left shoulder down, so 2 shoulders are in line. Change, arms up, left leg out, right leg all the way in, 2 legs make an L, a 90-degree angle, no wider. Stretch up first, and then turn to your left, tuck your chin to your chest and go down. Again, you can bend your left leg, touch knee and head together. This is the last of our compression postures, right? We're rounding our spine so much that we squeeze into the abdominal wall. Slowly over time, you can lengthen the leg or even lock the leg. One day, elbows to floor, right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll into the right. Good, change, arms up, both legs out in front of you. I'm gonna be on the side, turn around, lie on your back and sit up. Sorry, don't turn around. You guys all know what I mean. Bend your knees hook onto your big toes with your middle and index fingers. Peace sign fingers for one set of Paschimottanasana stretching. Start to walk your hips back, right, left, 10 to 15 times. And in this posture, rather than rounding the spine, we want to like stretch the spine. Rather than compressing the stomach, we want to stretch the stomach. In order to do that, your knees can stay bent. Try to fold forward, stomach to thighs, chest to knees. Keep your neck spine in line with the rest of your back. Eventually, legs will straighten or even lock, and then you stick your butt out a little bit, puff up your chest, and fold forward, stomach to thighs, chest to knees, one day toes and head touch. Good, stay seated, change, come up for spine twist, Ardha Matsyendrasana. Take a moment, identify left, identify right. Bend your left leg on the floor. Touch your right heel to your left knee corner. Right hand close behind you, left arm up and over. Grab your left knee with your left hand, heel, and knee all touch. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over your right shoulder and twist. You can keep your right hand behind you. If you can balance though, take it off the floor, grab your hip, your waistband, one day wrap around, try to grab left thigh with right hand for a half bind. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over your right shoulder, twist and twist and twist. Good, change, unwind, swap out your legs, bend your right leg on the floor, touch left heel to right knee corner. You can also have your right leg straight out in front of you, left hand close behind you, right arm up, bend over, grab right knee with right hand. So rather than leaning back, you wanna really stretch up. Inhale, stretch up, stomach in. Exhale, look over left shoulder, twist. You can keep your hand behind you for balance or do the half bind. Keep spine straight, chest up, rib cage open. Inhale, stretch up. Exhale, look over your left shoulder, twist, twist, twist. Good, change, unwind, turn around, Savasana. We started class with a breathing exercise, exhaling through the mouth. We end class full circle with another breathing exercise, exhaling through the mouth. Kapalabhati breathing, skull shining breathing. Legs together, arms over your head, flex your feet, squeeze your seat, sit up. Wonderful, come to the middle of your mat, space for final breathing. Sit knees, feet together, hips on your heels, hands on your thighs. If it hurts to sit on your feet, sit on your butt instead. In this version of Kapalabhati breathing, you're gonna exhale through your mouth. As you exhale through your mouth, snap your stomach in. When the stomach relaxes, the inhale happens on its own. Contrary to many things in life, or maybe like many things in life, the less you think about this, the easier it becomes. So don't think too hard, just exhale, 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 and your lungs will do the inhale work for you. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up nice and tall, concentrate, meditate, and begin. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lick your lips, swallow a couple times, sit up tall, and away we go. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good for you. Honor yourself. Give yourself a hug, high five, pat on the back, turn around. Final Savasana. Close your eyes, open your arms and legs. If you need to leave, I totally understand. If you have time, make time. Sunday. Close your eyes, open your arms and legs. And take rest. Just take rest. Take a slow inhale. Even slower exhale. Breathing in. Breathing out. Take rest for as long as you'd like, maybe even longer than you want to, right? And when you're ready, take your time, slowly getting up. Drink lots of water. Drink lots of water. Drink lots of water. Hope to see you soon. Bye, friends.